When her phone screen flickered to life with his name glowing in the dim light, a quiet fracture splintered through my heart. It wasn't a dramatic shatter, but a soft, aching collapse, like a fragile vase giving way under a weight it could no longer bear. For weeks, I'd sensed the growing chasm between us. Her fleeting kisses, her vague explanations about working late. The way her joy seemed to belong to someone else entirely. But seeing Ethan illuminate her phone while she was in the shower cemented the truth I'd dreaded. My wife, the woman I'd cherished for 12 years, no longer belonged to me. It was the beginning of the end. As she emerged from the bathroom, wrapped in a towel, humming a tune that felt foreign to our shared life, I held back from confronting her. Instead, I watched her glide into the bedroom, her fingers brushing her phone with a tenderness I hadn't felt from her in months, her smile a private gift for someone else. That night, as she slept soundly beside me, I lay awake, staring into the darkness of the ceiling. The woman I'd believed was my forever was living a secret life. My chest tightened, my throat parched. I wanted to wake her, to demand answers, but a quiet voice within urged restraint. Let her expose herself. Don't let her think she's outwitted you. So I waited, and the waiting was agony. The truth came spilling out on a Thursday evening. She returned home late, her hair slightly disheveled, carrying the faint scent of a cologne that wasn't mine. She barely noticed my gaze tracking her every step. "Mark," she said, her tone casual, her eyes avoiding mine as she set her purse on the counter. "We should talk." My stomach churned, bracing for the blow. "About what?" I asked, my voice steady despite the tremor in my hands. She exhaled, her words practiced, almost mechanical. "This marriage isn't working anymore. We've drifted apart. I need space. I want to end it." Her delivery was cold, detached, as if she were canceling a subscription rather than dissolving a 12-year bond. I studied her face, searching for any sign of remorse, but found none. "Is it Ethan?" I asked softly. Her head jerked up, eyes widening before narrowing defensively. "What are you implying?" she snapped. "Don't play innocent," I replied, my voice low but firm. "I've seen the messages, the late nights, the lies. You can stop pretending." She stiffened, then straightened, her defiance melting into a quiet admission. "Yes, it's Ethan. And I'm not sorry. He makes me feel alive in a way you haven't in years." Her words sliced through me, not because of Ethan, but because of how effortlessly she discarded our life together. I didn't plead or shout or weep. Not in that moment. I simply nodded, rose from my seat and said, "If that's your choice, you're free to leave." She blinked, clearly expecting resistance. "That's all? You're just letting me go? What else is there?" I replied, my voice calm though my soul was crumbling. "You've already walked away, Emily. You just needed to say it aloud." The days that followed blurred into a haze of paperwork, silence, and separate bedrooms. She packed her belongings and moved in with Ethan, as if our 12 years could be neatly folded into a suitcase. As for me, I signed the divorce papers with trembling hands, but a strangely lucid mind. I thought the pain would consume me, but when the final signature was sealed, an unexpected sensation emerged: freedom. The first nights alone were excruciating. The bed felt vast and empty, the silence deafening. Every corner of the house echoed with her absence, her laughter in the kitchen, the faint trace of her perfume in the hall. But gradually life began to return. Friends I'd lost touch with reappeared, coaxing me out for meals and drinks. My sister called daily, her voice a steady anchor. Even my old guitar, forgotten in the closet, found its way back into my hands. I wasn't whole yet, but I was breathing again. With each breath, a realization took root. I hadn't lost her. I'd been set free from her. A month later, she returned. It was a Saturday afternoon when a tentative knock sounded at my door. I opened it to find Emily standing there, her glow dimmed, her confidence replaced by uncertainty. "Hi, Mark," she said softly, as if a simple greeting could erase the past. I leaned against the doorframe, arms crossed. "What do you want?" "I just wanted to check on you," she murmured, her eyes flickering past me into the home we once shared. I raised an eyebrow. "Why? You made it clear you didn't care." She swallowed hard, then asked the question that betrayed her true intent. "So, is there someone new? Have you moved on?" The irony was almost laughable. She'd left me for Ethan. Yet now she was curious if someone had taken her place. Yes, I said plainly, though not in the way she assumed. Her face fell. Who? I stepped closer, meeting her gaze with unwavering certainty. Me. I replaced you with myself, with the person you buried beneath your deceit. I'm focusing on my own happiness now, Emily, and it doesn't depend on you. Her eyes blinked rapidly, my words striking deeper than any accusation could. Mark, I made a mistake. Ethan, he's not. I cut her off. Stop. You don't get to rewrite this story. You chose him. You chose to end us. And I chose to walk away free. Don't come back searching for something you discarded. Her lips quivered, tears welling in her eyes. For the first time, I saw regret carved into her expression, but it was too late. That night, I sat on the porch, a glass of whiskey in hand, the crisp autumn air brushing against my skin. I thought of the woman I once loved, the betrayal that nearly broke me, and the resilience I discovered in letting her go. She'd ended our marriage, believing she'd found something better. But a month later, she returned, not to win me back, but to see who had filled the space she left behind. The truth she hadn't anticipated was that I had filled it myself. For the first time in years, I felt complete.